Hi everyone, and this is the new episode of my adventures. My dream has come true. I will live here the whole winter, and I'll try to challenge myself, test my strength in the harsh conditions without people around me. I'll try to get something to eat, build some sort of shelter, and spend nights in different places. Probably like most of you, I watched all episodes of Bear Grylls' show. For me, he is like an idol. It is not a secret. And he made such beautiful atmospheric videos, imitation of how you can survive in the wild in different conditions. And for me, I have always dreamed of trying to do something like that and test my skills in such circumstances. And now, my dream has come true. I have every chance to check it out for myself. I do not know what will come out of this, but please, do not try to repeat what I am doing. Sometimes I do quite strange and not the smartest things when I am hungry. So it's better not to repeat what I am doing here trying to survive. I always have an opportunity to call for help in case of emergency. So also please bear that in mind. There's no civilization around here at all. It took me a long time to get here, but I'm really enjoying it. Friends, I walked through the jungle and along the shore, gathered a lot of bamboo, which I tried to use to make a fire. So far, it does not work. But man, I have to make it happen, so by all means, I will try until I get fire. And one more thing I found in the jungle. I haven't found fruit yet because they grow in a quite remote part of the jungle. But I found a piece of aloe. As far as I understand, it is aloe or some kind of similar plant. How can I use it? It is very good for your skin when you are in the tropics, and the heat is just merciless. The skin gets burned, dried out, and just destroyed by the sun's ultraviolet rays. Now I do this. I cut off the dry part, and the juice oozes out of the leaf. And I carefully apply it on my face and other parts of my body that are usually in direct sunlight. Just keep in mind not to put it on your lips because it is very bitter. Aloe juice moisturizes the skin very well. I think girls who use all sorts of creams know that many skin products are made of aloe vera. Okay, this thing I'll keep for later. This is a special edition of the beauty blog by me. Friends, here is an empty coconut that is already dried up. Well, obviously empty inside. Very old. It must have been swimming in the ocean for a very long time. The walls are very thin, and that means it is very light. I want to make a bowl so that when it rains, I can use it to collect fresh water. I'll just put it under a bush or banana leaf and have water run down it into this bowl. Look, here's the second part. I cut this coconut for a reason. There is a shell that seems to be the fruit of the coconut. The meat of the coconut was here, and I need to remove it all. I want to make 2 holes so that it would be possible to make a loop with some rope and hang it on a branch so that bugs and spiders from the floor don't get into this coconut, and it will be easier to carry it if I need to. I need to find some kind of vines from which I can make a handle for my coconut bowl. Here is a leaf of a prickly plant, dry, and its leaves are very stiff. So I will now cut 3 strips, braided them, and it will serve as a rope for my coconut cup. Look, this stuff is prickly, so I cut it all off. That's it. Now I am weaving it together. I think it turned out great. But I'm thinking of changing the location a little bit to show more interesting places of this island. Let's go. Friends, I found cacti that I'm already familiar with, and there are fruits here too, quite small but already something. I hope that just like in Turkey, I can use them as a little snack. Look, friends, these are cactus fruits very similar to those in Turkey, only red. Look at the juice. It is not very sweet. But anyway, I'm going to use a knife to peel the prickles off and taste it anyway. And also, here is a dry cactus. It has a porous texture, very interesting. I've never seen one like that. I think it might come in very handy for making fire. Yes, peeling with a knife was not the best idea, because the tiny needles stick to the fruit. So this idea is not very good. Burning them off on the fire is not quite possible because I don't have a fire yet. So I will just cut into 2 halves and eat the insides. The little spine got under my skin, of course. But I have a magnifying glass in my knife that I haven't used to make a fire yet. But I can use it as a spoon. Look. It's tasty enough. It's small but nice. I'm still happy. Because at least I managed to get something, thanks to my little experience in Turkey. And I can also use the peel. Look. I put it here. Now I clamp the cactus peel like this, and with my magnifying glass take out the inside. Oh, it's delicious. And this part I don't need anymore. I clamp it like this and cut it in 2 parts. Look how juicy it is. Look, this is something. Well, how glad I am that there are a lot of these fruits here on the island. Look. I'm going to wash my knife so that later these prickles don't get on other food. But it's nice here. You can hide in the shade. There is quite a big cave here. But it's definitely dangerous to spend the night here because the waves and the tide will flood this cave anyway. Maybe I can find some shells or a crab. When the tide is low, small creatures, all kinds of fish are trapped, and under these rocks there are all kinds of interesting creatures. Look what I found, friends. I think anglers will understand me. This is EG bait used for catching squid, but it's big enough. And it looks like it has been swimming in the ocean very long, but it's a cool souvenir. I found something. What is it? Today I want to dive to see what we have here. And the place is very interesting because it's shallow and there's a lot of seaweed. It started to rain a little. It's fresh enough, but because of the local climate, it's not cold at all. Cool. Look. A dome of mango bushes overhead. And there's all kinds of caves like that. Unbelievable. Look where I can hide out for a while and wait. Nature has made so many beautiful things for us. Look. There is so much trash from the ocean, it is crazy. From here you can see, I think the height here is about 2.5 or 3 meters, and you can see that this wave brought a bunch of trash. But by the way, there is the fishing line and cord here, so it seems that now I have the rope and fishing line and net, so I can now cut it and make some use out of it. It is sad that there is a lot of garbage, but that's good for me because I can do a lot of things with it. I have this piece of rope, which has different materials. I can use it as treads. If I use it like that, it will be enough. A perfect place to hide from the sun and just relax in silence.